lifestyle that you want. I hope you're feeling the energy here, because I sure am. Come on, hair flips and all. A little bit loco, but who cares, right? It's my show now. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Okay, the topic is okay, how to be positive. Why am I so positive? I get that. I've been questioning all the time. How am I so radiant? Why am I so full of vibrance and energy and optimistic and, optimist. I can't even say it now. I'm just too excited. Anyway, guys, why am I so bubbly, charismatic? I have a huge personality. I can't help it. Okay, I'm kidding. You know what? It's not because I'm a Leo, double Leo and such, it's a lifestyle choice, okay? I choose to be happy. I choose to be me. Simple as that, okay? I don't walk around thinking, oh, yesterday someone cut me off while I was waiting patiently in traffic. No, I just let that go. It's fine. They may cop a fine. I don't know, okay? But it's not worth the risk in me just dwelling on issues like that. You gotta move on. The faster you do that, the faster you practice your mental strength in just being positive and focus your energy, focus on yourself. Don't focus on anybody else but you, okay? Because when you're just so energized like me, like sorry, I just felt like I had that energized battery bunny in my head. You're like so yeah, the more we focus and reserve our energy for ourselves, right? Isn't that so contagious? Isn't that so influential? It's like a contagious, viral, good, healthy dose disease, right? I would go for more of that, okay? And what helps for me to be staying positive is listening to feel-good music, watching feel-good comedy, romantic TV shows or movies. Even though I don't watch much TV lately, when I feel the need to have that, downtime, rose time, me time, then I'll watch something like 𝗕𝗲𝗁 and what's his name? Jack Nicholson. Yeah, in Something's Gotta Give. I just love that movie. I strongly encourage all of us to watch it because it's just so hilarious and it just can relate to all of us, okay? Can relate to so many different aspects of our life and our experiences. Okay, so back to why am I so positive? How to be positive and how to stay positive, okay? Basically, food, diet, so lifestyle choices such as daily exercise, meditation, guys. Meditation is so key, important, so vital that we prep and prime our morning, our first hour of every morning, okay, to be prepped and prime our minds and for our body, okay. Now I can recall there's so many times when I had traveled around the world and with a couple of my partner's friends then, and I felt I barely know these people, but let's just go along, more the merrier, right? Dead wrong, right? It's not about the quality of friends and people that you are surrounded with that enriches you, okay? What enriches you is loving yourself and loving your own company. During that time, I was very young, I was very naive, and I wasn't wise, and I thought to myself, the more company there is, the more energy, the more fun it will be, but it wasn't. It turned out to be toxic. Now, a good example, when we first arrived to Tokyo, Japan. Oh gosh, this brings us, okay, sorry guys, let me just bring myself back into that time and space. Whew. All right. So I think when we first landed in Japan was in Tokyo, okay? And we went to this convenience store and we wanted to try out all these weird drinks that they had in these vending machines and at the service stations, convenience stores. And I just felt like, you know what, this is my first time being in Tokyo, in Japan. I'm gonna make the most of it. And it was like 11:30 at night after, you know, I think it was, I don't know, 8-9 hour flight or so. It was years and years ago, so I just can't recall exactly which year. But I remember I was like, oh, you know, even though I was just so exhausted, I was jet lagged, you know, my back was killing me after sleeping in a poor position, I was hungry, I was just dead tired, okay? But I just felt like I'm in a convenience store and there's all these fascinating different kinds of drinks and snacks and sandwiches and buns, and it was like a kid in a store, okay, kid in a candy store. So there I was walking through the aisle and I thought, they're playing some trippy Japanese music, and I thought, I'm gonna bop to this. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get down with this, do some Melbourne shuffle, you know, like during my rave days, and I just felt like, I'm feeling it. I just love Japan vibe, their vibration. I'm in the vortex of happiness here, you know. Keep on going, la, 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 la. And so a couple of girls, one particular girl there, I can't recall exactly. She gave me that evil eye, like, what are you doing? My God, it's so embarrassing, right? And I thought, jealous. It's like, whatever. So I just kept on going, and then as the night progresses and as the next day goes and the weeks pass, I just felt like the more I was being myself, you know, how I was saying things like, oh, I miss my dog, I hope Ping's okay back at home, you know, or just playing around with my food and discovering and just being playful, okay? If you're not gonna be playful, then how on earth are you meant to have fun, right? Oh my God, you gotta enjoy life and don't take things so seriously. So anyways, the more I was myself and just, you know, being my bubbly, bouncy self, just knowing how to have fun and enjoying life to its full capacity, right? Ah, man, it was, the universe was testing me. And boy, oh boy, did I fail big time, right? I gave in to those girls' negativity. It was girls and the guy as well. And it was just, I just felt like if I don't step up and say something, they're gonna continuously walk all over me. So when I finally did, right, I was thinking, God, you're not gonna burst my parade, you're not burst my bubbles now. I'm in my fun time here, my fun galore factory, and ain't nothing gonna take that away. I'm gonna have fun. You all can just watch how I have fun. Maybe you can actually learn something. Tell her, sister. Okay, so when I did stand up for myself, I felt like, yeah, I'm liberated here. I'm a confident, proud lioness here. You do not tell me on how to behave, on how to have fun. This is my vacation too. So guys, I hope you I hope this video can actually relate to so many travelers out there who's traveling with strangers or maybe energy vampires, right? Those who just don't know how to have fun, who are just so rigid and just so serious and just so jealous about the other person's energy because they are so self-conscious and not confident in their own skin, right? They have so many issues within themselves that they don't know how to deal with it. So please, guys, don't attack them, okay? Like being a bubbly person and a positive person like myself, I don't attack them, okay? Now, during that time, I did attack them because I didn't know how to approach and address the situation, but now I do. Just always just please don't take that personally, okay? Because they are hurting from the inside out, okay? They're just projecting their own fear and their own doubts and their own insecurities out on us because they are wanting to bring us down to their level. I know it just sounds so unjust and so cold and harsh, but that's just a sheer dose of reality there, okay? We as born leaders, as role models, we need to show them how it's done right, okay? By keeping the peace and being mature about it, being wise about it. Okay, so come from the heart space. When we feel like we are being under attacked continuously, like they are like, bah, 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 and we're like, God, not again. you just can't ignore that, okay? Because the more you actually trying to run away and dismiss the problem, it's gonna grow big. It's like a snowball effect. It's only gonna get bigger. And I recall those times, I think it was 2-3 weeks in Japan, traveling around it, around that beautiful country. It just gotten worse and worse and worse. And I just felt I needed to tell my partner during that time that I can no longer travel with these so-called friends of yours. Let's just stick between us. And so we did, and the vacation was so magnificent. It was just so worth the while. So there you go, guys. That was my lesson learned. That was my valuable lesson there, and experience, past experience. If I actually traveled back in time, traveled back at that time, I would actually nip it in the bud as soon as I felt uncomfortable, as soon as I felt, there's some negative toxic energy drainers here. I would actually address that in the best articulate, communicative way that I can, okay? So always come from a heart space. Don't take it personally, and you know, be considerate, mindful and respectful of that person's response, and just put yourself into their shoes. How would you feel if you are going to be confronted? Okay, no one likes to be confronted in such a, you know, like egoistic way. It's unpleasant, it's very uncomfortable, it can be awkward, it can be very embarrassing on their half. Okay, so always best to come from a heart space. And when you feel like you don't know how to come from your heart space, practice this technique at home, please. This is what I do when I feel so unresourceful and I feel completely lost and I don't know how to come up with answers. I'll do this. Place both of my hands on my heart. Take breathing sessions. And just take deep breaths. And focus the energy within yourself, okay? And you will feel a lot more at ease, you feel at peace, you're coming from your heart space, okay? Your heart space is all the love and all the spirit and the soul. That's where your beauty will actually shine, okay? So when you come from a heart space, there's most times, I'd say, I don't know, 98% times, you come, the situation, the conflict will be very, very minimal, because when you come from a heart space, they feel your vibration, they feel your energy, that you're coming from a good place. There's no ill will, okay? They don't feel any toxicity, they don't feel under attack, basically. Okay, guys, so I hope this video helps. I hope I didn't go sidetrack, okay? So being positive and being, you know, just I was gonna say ballistical, but that's not a word. Saying, just being your batshit crazy happy self. You know, let your inner child out. Just free her out, free him out. That's what they just want. That's what our spirit and soul wants. Okay, just imagine that your inner child just wants to burst throughout your chest, and ask him, what does it want to say to you? You know, just go back in time. How were you feeling when you first went to the playground with your parents or your siblings, and how did it make you feel? Did it bring back so much joy and excitement, so much enthusiasm, so much joy and abundance of love? You know, that vibration. You just let it go. Just be yourself. Be natural, right? And just be your confident self. If you know yourself, you are so confident in so many ways, okay? And the energy is just so darn contagious that people will follow you, okay? You become the great leader that you are. People would just have to follow you. It's just like smiling. Like when I, the other day when I walked to, I caught a tram there. I caught a tram around the corner from my home, which is Crown Casino, okay? So it's like a Vegas, but in Melbourne, Australia, okay? There was this woman who was actually just exited the revolving door, and I just sensed her presence. As soon as I actually walked past her, she had a frown on. She was very worried. She was, you know, stumbling through her bag, and she just looked like a hot mess. And I just felt her energy. But during that time, I think I was doing a little bit of a selfie video there, just to record my daily journal, right? And as soon as I actually laid eyes on her, you know, how we feel the energy before we actually can see that person physically, right? I just smiled at her, and her frown and her worry and her frustration, it was her face, her energy, it just beamed out so much pain and suffering, like she was stuck, like she had no way out, and she was just falling down the rabbit hole continuously, and it was like there was no stopping, there was like a no end of falling down, like she was continuously falling down. So I spat again. So there I was, and then I go, oh, I'll just stop this video, and then I just gave her this most sincere, kindest smile, and I just watched her face just completely change from a frown, like a deep, dark underground world, to a frazzle, into a, oh, what just happened there? Like, did you cast a spell on me, Rose? To a, you know, like, so she smiled back. It felt like a mirror reflection, right? It was just a magical experience. Now, guys, most of us will think, oh, that's just something small. It doesn't really take effect. Yes, it does. I can tell you now, a smile is energy. Everything is energy. But when we put a smile, it is like our aura, our energy is just like, woof, okay? It's out there. And it is contagious, and it cannot be ignored. It is so loud, it is so bright, right? That is influential, okay? We are leading by example. So what I did, I lead by example to tell her, my energy is telling her energy, don't worry about it. Smile. Woo! Okay guys, I hope this video helps on how to be positive and be optimistic and stay optimistic, okay? And you know, it's just so important that we keep on smiling. It starts, you know, it's just so important that we start the day off with a smile. And gratitude. Practice daily gratitude. Like, come up with at least 3 things that you are grateful for in your life right now, starting from today onwards. And if it even helps, would be keeping a daily journal. Okay, now I used to do that every day, but now it just comes natural to me. Like, for my children and I now, upon from getting out of bed, I remind them, or my youngest one, he's just so smart, I'm just so proud of him. You know what he does now? He actually reminds Mummy. He's like, Mummy, don't forget thank yous. I'm like, oh, sorry, boss. So what we do, we just say, we just think of anything that we can be thankful for. So for me, I would say thank you bed, or thank you home, or thank you school. My boys would say something funny like thank you bum bum. And then he's doing the bum bum dance. It's so adorable. Or he'll say thank you poo poo, or thank you carer, thank you cars, thank you Hot Wheels. It's just so adorable. Okay guys, so just something small like that, you know, even when you're at the basin brushing your teeth, right? Just say anything that, you know, if the water's running, just say thank you water, the amount of abundance. Like, do you know how blessed and appreciated we should be, that, you know, we just turn the tap and water starts pouring out. There's third world country out there that does not have running clean water to drink, let alone wash our hands. Okay guys, it's just so important that we come from being gratitude, come from a heart space, and knowing that we are, you know, our life is abundant of everything surrounding us. And the more we are grateful for those little things, all right, what? The universe is just going to give us more of that. It's the secret of law of attraction, okay? What we think about, we create. It's manifesting. That's how powerful our minds are. Okay, guys, this went on for like over 20 minutes. Okay, this is probably the longest video I've done. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. Please share, like, subscribe, leave me comments and feedback. If I missed off anything, I'll make sure I'll put it in the description box down below. And up until next time, please take care of each other, keep on inspiring, stay positive. You know how to be positive like moi now. So crank up those music to get yourself in the peak state, okay, the happy state, okay? And yeah, stay well and love ya. Mwah.